What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another video. This is the month of April 2023. I missed last month, March of 2023, but I'm back now. And since it's springtime, I'm gonna go ahead and try something maybe a little bit more lighter, and something a little bit more colorful and cold to battle the heat that's coming. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to make a 6-inch turkey and roast beef 6-inch sub sandwich. Should be fairly easy, nothing too difficult, and I'm gonna give it a try. And so I'm gonna make half of this with mayonnaise and the other half with kind of a slight tangy mayonnaise mustard type sauce. So I'm going to get started with that. Alright, so here I got a small little bowl and I added just some mayonnaise to it, and then just a little bit of mustard to the mayonnaise, and then I went ahead and mixed it up. And here I had a creamy mustard mayonnaise sauce, and then grabbed my hoagie, my little 6-inch hoagie bun, and then I went ahead and cut it, split it open, and then here I went ahead and smeared the mayonnaise on one side of the sandwich, and then I went ahead and smeared the other side with the creamy mustard mayo concoction that I made. And then I went ahead and layered my turkey slices on one side, and then I went ahead and added my slices of cheeses on top of the turkey, and then I went ahead and added my roast beef slices on the other side, and then I added some shredded lettuce to it. As you can see, there's some excess stuff that's hanging off. I just went ahead and nibbled that off. Now I'm cutting it in half to see what it looks like. And here's the final product. Here's how it looks on the plate. Now all I gotta do is add some chips to the plate to complete it. And that's it. So now I'm gonna sit down, see how it is, and let you guys know how it came out. Alright, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another video. So last month I wasn't here. I had to do some stuff. I had to take care of some stuff, and the job and personal life and all that kind of stuff. But I'm back now. It's April 2023. And I made another little munchie meal here. So I wanted to do something maybe a little bit more simple, like usual. Something simple, nothing too crazy. I went ahead and made a sandwich here. It's a sub sandwich, maybe a cold cut sandwich, I guess you could call it. It's a turkey and roast beef cold cut sandwich. I also got some chips here. It was simple, easy to make. The reason why I'm making this instead of something that's big and big and extravagant, it's because it's easy to make, and it's spring now. It's April 2023, Easter this weekend, and I wanted to do something maybe a little bit more light, I guess you could say. But obviously it's still filling, it still can be heavy, but it's a little bit lighter than having like a big old greasy cheeseburger or a big plate of pasta and sauce and all that kind of stuff, or a big steak with gravy and everything. This is something a little bit more easy to get down and digest, I guess you could say, versus a big meal like that. This is something that you can eat and still go and get things done with. But anyways, like I said, I made this because it's springtime and it's Easter, and there's some color to it as well. You got the lettuce, you got the turkey, you got the roast beef, the cheese, the bread, the chips, all that kind of good stuff. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and give this a try and see how it tastes. So here we go. I'm gonna go with this one. Okay, so what I did do was I made just regular mayonnaise like you've seen in me making it, and I also made like a little concoction with mustard and mayonnaise, which basically just kind of gives it like a little bit more tangy flavor. I was just in the mood for that. I'm not a big mustard fan, but some mustard with some mayonnaise, a little bit creamy mustard, I like that. So I went ahead and just made that just to kind of give it a little kick. But I think it's gonna be good. So here we go. I'm gonna give this a try. This one, let me see if I grab This one is the, I think it's the mayonnaise one. No, it's the mustard and mayonnaise. So here we go. Let me tell you. All right, so the mustard side is really good. Now I'm gonna try the side with just the mayonnaise on it. All right, here it is, just the mayonnaise side. See how it tastes. Try some of these chips. All right, so everything in here tastes good. I mean, it tastes really good. So I'm gonna put this to the side for now. I'm gonna eat that in a little bit. But it ended up being really good. Now this, let me just explain the flavors of it. You got the turkey, you got the roast beef, you got the cheese, the lettuce, the mayonnaise, the mustard, all that stuff, the creamy mustard. It all tastes good. The bread tastes really good. I mean, I don't even know what bread that is. I got that from Walmart, but it tastes really good. So I enjoyed the whole thing. It's cold. It's not crazy hot. You know, if you're outside, it's kind of a little bit more lighter than greasy stuff, but it's also cold, so it's not going to heat you up. So it's a great, I feel like, kind of outdoorsy springtime picnic type meal slash brunch, whatever you want to call it. So all in all, I like the way it looked. I like the way it tastes. I think it was really good. So I'm going to say that this was a success. The presentation, all that stuff, it ended up coming together really well, and I'm happy with it. Thought it came out. This is one of the best ones, even though it's so simple. It's one of the best things I've made so far, so it's really good. But anyway, to go along with the sandwich and my little drink here, I would also like to kind of give a movie review slash suggestion for the month of April. It's springtime, like I said, 2023. Now this is actually going to be two movies. Part 1 and 2 of Sonic the Hedgehog. Now, Sonic the Hedgehog is a lot of people didn't like it, but I'm gonna go ahead and give the review and give the suggestion. So I'm also gonna give kind of a background of what they're both about. So, but before I start talking about it, I want to just give a reason why I'm doing this as a springtime movie, or both of them, is because of obviously they're animals in the movie, such as Sonic and stuff like that. And I mean, this takes place in Minnesota. No. Montana. Montana's where it's at, where it takes place. It's Montana, and Sonic and the franchise of Sonic, they're animals. They're hedgehogs and foxes and all that type of stuff. There's rabbits and everything. So I think it's a good springtime movie just because of the effects, the way it looks, the colors are vibrant, they're in wooded areas, it's action, it's comedy. I think it's a perfect springtime movie. It's good for kids. Kids can watch it along with their parents. No matter what age you are, there's action in it. If you're older, there's comedy, and it's. I think it's safe for children to watch. It's for everybody, and I think it's overall a good movie. But definitely the way it looks and all the visuals and all the vibrant colors and everything, like I said before, the forest areas and the places that you get to go and they take you in the movie, all kind of look very outsidey, woodsy looking areas, which is good for springtime, which is why I picked these movies. Now, first off, in Sonic, at the beginning of part 1, he's a kid, he's small, he's maybe an infant, but he's still running around doing stuff. And his guardian, which is a big owl, he's in another dimension, he's in another world, and they become under attack from another maybe tribe or something. And the guardian gives him this bag of rings. He gives him a ring, and these rings, if you've ever played the game, they keep you alive. But these rings, you can throw them, it expands, and it takes you to another universe, another area, another world, another city, town, whatever. And it gets you out of wherever you need to go. So they expand, and that's how you transport from portal to portal. Now, he gets these rings from the guardian tells him to leave. He leaves, and he ends up in Green Hills, Montana. So now he's running around Green Hills, Montana. He's in a small town, I think, and he sees a cop. He meets a cop, but he's running around quietly at first because he doesn't want to get caught. And it becomes maybe 10 years later or something like that. He's a teenager now. He's running around causing mischief, but he's been growing up here in Montana and Green Hills for a while. And like I said, he's in the town and he kind of messes with people, but nobody knows he's there. He's fast, so he can kind of go where everybody's in slow motion. He can kind of do whatever, mess with people and stuff like that. They just don't know he's there. Now, he's also electrically charged a lot. He has a lot of electrical power in him. So when he goes fast like that, he just spurts these big electric pulses or whatever. So it catches the eye of the government. And they send Dr. Robotnik out, who's kind of a specialist in these kind of phenomena, or whatever you want to call it. And so he starts looking for where they're coming from. He sees where it's coming from. He sees it's Sonic or whatever. And Sonic meets a friend who's a cop because he gets in trouble because Dr. Robotnik's after him and all that kind of good stuff. And his rings end up disappearing. He needs them. Dr. Robotnik, wants Sonic, wants the power, wants the rings, wants everything, and an evil genius, and they have their battles and stuff like that. So that's how that kind of works. And he had, like I said, he makes friends with the cop. He lives with the cop. He also meets the cop's wife. They accept him as a friend of a family and all that type of stuff. So they have these little battles with Dr. Robotnik, and it becomes this big thing. They have a big battle at the end, obviously, like every other movie, and it was really cool. The graphics, the special effects, the sound, all that type of stuff. I thought it was really neat to watch. Part 2 is basically the same thing, except you get Knuckles and Tails in it. Knuckles teams up with Dr. Robotnik, who's played by Jim Carrey, and Tails teams up with Sonic. Sonic is still living with the cop and his wife and all that type of stuff. They're a family. They accept him like a son. They love him. He loves them. And they come across paths with Dr. Robotnik again, except this time he's with Knuckles. Knuckles is powerful. He's very heavy-handed and all that kind of good stuff. And they have their battles and their type of situation this time. So that's where that kind of ends up. Yeah, all in all, I like both the movies. I thought they were really good. I think they're a good springtime movie to watch. Like I said before, it's because of the visuals and the animals and all that type of stuff. I thought it was really cool to watch. Now, I know a lot of people didn't really like this movie for whatever reason. They said it had some controversy behind how Sonic looked. They didn't like his eyes at first. They made him big eyes and all that type of stuff. But the reviews were kind of low. People didn't really seem to like it. It didn't take as much as they thought it would as far as people enjoying it. So if you read the reviews, some of the reviews are really kind of harsh on it, on the movie. I happen to like it. I think that, it really mixes well as far as the similarities of the game and the movie. They did a really good job with that. I figured it might be hard to do, but they made it work. And one of the things that kind of threw me a little bit threw me off a little bit was Jim Carrey playing Dr. Robotnik. Now, if anybody's ever played Sonic the Hedgehog, the game, Dr. Robotnik is more of a beefy fellow. He's pretty round. They also call him the Eggman sometimes, and they're making fun of him as far as Sonic and them go. But because he's big and he's round. But at the end of the day, he's still bad, still evil, and all that kind of stuff. But like I said, Jim Carrey's kind of slender, so I didn't really know if he was going to fit the role. But obviously, Jim Carrey's very comedic, very animated, very cartoony animated to a certain degree. His personality, his overall humor and all that stuff. So in actuality, I think he actually, at the end, after watching him, I think he makes a very good Dr. Robotnik for the movie. I think he did a great job in this movie. I think the role was perfect for him. I think he did an excellent job. But all in all, like I said, if you like Sonic and then you were kind of on the edge of watching it, but you didn't because of the reviews or because of what somebody said, I would go ahead and watch it. I think it's a great movie. I think it was really good to watch. I suggest it for anybody to watch, no matter what age you are. I think it's a great movie, like I said, both of them. And hopefully they come out with another one. And if they do, I'm going to be on board with that one too. So, I think that those are some great movies to watch for springtime. But anyway, that's pretty much it for the video. Made a sandwich with some chips, something easy for springtime, so springtime snack. A hoagie, I guess you call it, a cold cut sandwich with some chips. Always does good, always fills you up, always tastes great. So give it a try. Watch those movies if you haven't watched it. If you have, watch them again. And that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna try to get some more videos out this month. Like I said, maybe a dessert, maybe a drink, and hopefully another music cover. So that's about it. Everybody stay safe, look out for yourself, look out for each other, and I'll see everybody in the next video.